So you're probably sick of people telling you that the European honeybee is invasive, but keep in mind that the killer bee is the direct result of this invasive species being introduced. The first record that we have of European honeybees being introduced to the Americas is from 1622, and it wasn't a huge problem until 1956 when Brazil decided to introduce the East Africa lowland honeybee in order to increase honey production. Within a single year, 28 swarms had already escaped captivity. They began immediately interbreeding with the previously introduced invasive European honeybees, the Iberian honeybee and the Italian honeybee. They began spreading north, and they were found in the United States by 1995. Now keep in mind, even though people call them Africanized bees, it is just as accurate to refer to them as Europeanized bees. So killer bees are a problem for humans because they're much more defensive than other bees. When you find victims of killer bee attacks, they typically have about 10 times as many stings as you would normally expect. They've been recorded chasing people up to a quarter mile and killing animals as large as horses. Now, there was one myth that I was told as a kid, that is that a single killer bee can actually sting you repeatedly because they don't have barbs on their stingers. That is incorrect. A killer bee still dies after it stings you once. Killer bees are a problem for other bees because they can carry twice as much food, and they can use and detect sugar at much lower concentrations. So they can eat things that other bees can't, and this just makes them very difficult to compete with. If you're interested in learning what you can do to help your own local native bee populations, check out this channel. They're not affiliated in any way, but they have some really good content. Look into making a bee hotel. Most of our native bees over here are solitary bees. They don't live in swarms, and they're fairly easy to make.